We managed to win 9-0. Hello there everyone, welcome to episode 9 of season 1 of a new era at the Emirates Stadium. Of course, it's our Football Manager 2018 Arsenal. So today we play two very important games. The first one in the Premier League against Watford, managed now by Andre Villas-Boas. What a blast from the past he is. And then finally we finish off our second round of the Europa League qualifying knockout stages against PAOK. That's a weird name, I've just realised. PAOK? There's got to be something that goes a bit better than that. But nonetheless, PAOK, we're playing second. But first off, we are playing Watford. Now, obviously, because we're in the second knockout round, that does mean that we did get through the first knockout round. Let's have a look how that went, shall we? So we've been away for a few games. The last time I saw you guys was the Tottenham draw and the Vorskla win. We then actually went on to lose 3-1 to Bournemouth. I don't quite know what happened. And it was a real shame because we hadn't lost since the Burnley game in the Premier League. And although obviously we got to the target, actually was it the Tottenham and Vorskla game? Yes, it was. It was those games. And for some reason we just fell apart. We did rotate. We gave Nick Pope his debut, the likes of Holding, Guendouzi and Ozil and Iwobi play. But really that shouldn't have really made too much difference. Bournemouth were just the better side. They went 2-0 up courtesy of Jermaine Defoe on both occasions. We did get one back, but Joshua King finished the game off. But that was quite a stark contrast to the next game. The next one was our home leg against Vorskla. And as you can see, it was absolutely bonkers. We could have beaten Vorskla. It is Vorskla, isn't it? Yeah, it is Vorskla. We could have won this game 12-0. I'll explain why. We missed a penalty with Andre Lacazette. It's Alexandra. I keep making that stupid mistake. We missed a penalty with Lacazette. I wonder if we can just view the highlights. Let's watch the goals from this match. So, we missed a penalty with Lacazette. There was a goal ruled out for Bellerin, believe it or not. And I believe there was a goal ruled out for Robben. So it could have seriously been 12-0. And I do feel a bit guilty not putting this one on camera. So we will watch what happened here. So Gleeson actually swung in the first cross. I'm hoping we get replays, but if not, it doesn't particularly matter. We took an easy 1-0 lead against Vorskla with a nice strike from Lacazette. Apologies if I am looking away on the odd occasion. I am watching the cricket and it's Alistair Cook's last inning, so it's quite a big thing. But Ramsey to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan put it into Aubameyang and that was 2-0. And by this point, we were 4-0 up on aggregate, so we were really laughing. There was no Vorskla comeback coming and the sun's coming in, and that's marvellous. No comeback from Vorskla coming. And as you can see, Bellerin, lovely cross into the box. Lacazette gets his head on it, and that was more fortune, I'd say, than anything else. But nonetheless, we did make it 3-0. Lacazette again with a good cross. And as you can see, it was just we were pinging crosses in all the time. And they seemed to be working. Again, Lacazette gets it on his head. Aubameyang to Lacazette and that was straight in. And that was Lacazette's hat-trick within the first half. Lacazette then got a penalty in which he scored. And that was a nice shot. Then Vorskla had a free kick. Surprisingly, a rare Vorskla attack. And we won the ball straight back. Mustafi, Kolasinac, lovely ball up to Lacazette. You know, from the defence to the attack straight away. Then Lacazette put it into Aubameyang, bang, that was 5-0. Again, this was 57 minutes in, and there was still 30 minutes to go. Lacazette, 3 minutes later, got another penalty. This was 6-0 up. And then 6 minutes later after this, 66 minutes into the game, we did get our 7th goal, which made it 9-0. And again, that was a Lacazette goal. That made it 4 goals for Lacazette, and Lacazette was to get the next 2 goals, actually, if we look. Aubameyang got the assist there. Kolasinac wins it back off number 10. To Mkhitaryan again. Through to Lacazette, sorry, Aubameyang, and Aubameyang gets that one. So he mustn't have scored the next 2 goals. He must have just scored the last one. So Aubameyang got that. Lovely finish from him. And then Mkhitaryan in a good position. Mkhitaryan to Lacazette. And I think this is a Lacazette goal. No, it can't be. But into Aubameyang, and again, that finished the game off at 9-0. And it was absolutely crazy, as you can see. Lacazette getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. 2 penalty goals, 1 missed. And there were 2 goals that were alleged offside as well. So quite a crazy match. Then we went back home a few days after, absolutely full of confidence, as you can imagine. And we beat Southampton 3-0. The most crucial thing coming out of this game is that Hesse made his debut. If you didn't know, we bought him for 3.7 million from Paris Saint-Germain at the start of the January transfer window. He made his debut. It's took him a while, but he slotted in the left wing position because somebody must have got an injury. I'm sure somebody got an injury at one point. Was it Robben, perhaps? No, well, Robben didn't have I don't quite know how that came about then. It must have just been that Robben was tired and we thought, let's bring Hesse on. And it was a lovely strike from Hesse. In fact, we will watch this one as well. Can we just watch... Yeah, we can just watch the goals. And we will skip to Hesse's goal. It wasn't a fantastic goal, but at the same time, it was a good goal. And just while I do think about it, I do completely apologise. And I can't remember if I've said this already within the video. I do apologise there wasn't a video on Friday. Again, it should have been there, but I just didn't have the time, unfortunately, and that was the way it went. But I do apologise for that, and hopefully that sort of thing doesn't happen in the future. So let's go to the TV monitor for this one. So, apologies if it's a little bit laggy. Kolasinac put it in to Mustafi. Back to Kolasinac. Lovely ball into the box. And Mkhitaryan just messed it up a bit. Aubameyang then gets dispossessed. It goes oddly just off Lamina, off Aubameyang's foot. And it goes straight to Hesse, and we know what happens next. And to introduce yourself to the squad, that is a lovely way to start your first appearance. But unfortunately, he did play in the most recent game. No, he didn't. I'm sure he got an injury somewhere. Am I just making all this thing? I must have been making all this rubbish up. There we go. Hesse, has he got an injury? Let's have a look. History, injuries. There we go. He was out for 10 days, so I wasn't lying, but that was before this. So, obviously not. I must have been dreaming. And again, I'm trying to watch the cricket at the same time, but hopefully it doesn't interrupt. But then we played Fulham, which is a weird game, to be honest. We got the first goal on the edge of half-time with Mkhitaryan getting a finish, and we were 1-0 up. And then straight after half-time, Fulham's main striker Mitrovic got sent off. They then got the equaliser, and we just couldn't get anything out of it. There have been quite a few occasions, you know, this year, where there have been 10 men. I wonder if we can get... No, we can't get, unfortunately, where players have been sent off. But I do know against Everton, McCarthy got sent off and we lost. There we go. We played against Chelsea. Pedro got sent off. We lost. And it seems that it's something we struggle with. Pardon me, sorry. Even though we have got the man advantage, for some reason we don't do well. Then we went and played in the Europa League second knockout round, which actually was an absolutely fantastic draw. We could have got the likes of Chelsea, Milan. In fact, all these teams are brilliant teams. And I think we got by far the best draw. Crucially, Burnley, Chelsea and Liverpool are all left in the competition. Burnley might go out, but I don't think that we're going to go out. We should be okay. But nonetheless, it was quite a tricky game. We went in front then due to a Lacazette penalty 19 minutes in. Then Aubameyang made it 2-0. But after half-time, Chuba Akpom, who I didn't realise, you know, former Arsenal player, I knew that. But he's gone to the Greek side. And he scored 2 goals against us. 2 pretty good goals as well. He made it 2-1. Then Ian Robinson made it 3-1. And then Welbeck made it 4-2 after Akpom scored another goal. But Rob Holding did get an injury out of that one, which meant that he can't play for a while. And also another player with an injury, a player that probably won't ever play for us again, sadly, is Mesut Ozil. A hip injury for him, and he's out between 6 months and 6 weeks and 3 months, sorry. And to be quite honest, as you can see, he hasn't been playing very regularly. I mean, his last 5 appearances have been very sort of... Well, when was his last appearance? It was the 18th, so it was the game against Bournemouth. That was the last game he played for us. And before that, his last game, I believe, was the Wolves game. So he's getting some appearances in there, but to be honest, there are a few sub-appearances. But he's just not fitting into our system. He's, you know, his morale doesn't seem to be very good. He seems to be quite distant with me, I believe, we want to say. If we've gone to Dynamics, the right screen, there we go, adversary. And he doesn't like me. And I just feel that, you know, I may as well get rid of him while the chance is there. He hasn't been playing too well for us this season. And again, that massive money that could come in could be used on other players. But we are 4-2 up in that tie at the moment against PAOK. But today we've got 2 away games. The first against Watford and the second against the Greek side away from home. So the table looks like this going into this game. Bournemouth are just ahead of us. We're in 7th place in the table so far. And if we do get a win out of this game, we do go up to 6th temporarily. But we very much need to get some wins on the table in these last Premier League games, or else we're not going to be getting any European competition. And really, we can't use the excuse that we're in the Europa League, because we all know what happens there. Because if we go out of the Europa League, then the problem definitely does come when we go out of the Europa League, if and when we go out of the Europa League, because we haven't got anything to play for, first off, and we don't get a European opportunity, which is a little bit annoying. We might get into the Europa League, but nothing else. We're going to put Medley on the bench, just to say we've got a centre-back on the bench, just for cover. And we all put Nick Pope back on the bench. We are going to sell Petr Cech as well. Apologies that it's been a bit of a longer start to the episode than normal. We are going to sell Petr Cech at the end of the season. He doesn't want to be here anymore again. Bernd Leno's been picked over him. And we've agreed a deal for David Ospina to go to Sassuolo on the 1st of July for a deal that could go up to 8.7 million. So I think that's well worth it, to be quite honest. But for the first game of the day, it's going to be a bit of a longer episode unless these games are sinfully boring, these two. But the lineup against Watford, we've got Bernd Leno in goal with Bellerin, Regani, Mustafi and Kolasinac at the back. A lineup you're very much going to see coming into the next season, I would say. With El Neni and Guendouzi in the middle of the park. We've got Robin and Mkhitaryan on either wing, and then Lacazette and Aubameyang up front together. Now, they are playing very well at the moment, actually, together, which is nice to see. You know, Aubameyang did struggle a lot at the start of the season. Oh, I don't want to go on that camera angle now. Purely because, as you might have seen earlier, it is laggy. So new viewers to the channel, I do apologise about that. But it is very laggy on the 3D camera. And I'd rather you guys be able to watch something that's quite stable. So that's the only reason, really, why that's not on. But that certainly wasn't a very stable pass from Mustafi there at the start of the game. But I hope that whilst we're doing well in Europe, we really can't defocus or get unconcentrated in the Premier League. Because if we do, we could end up potentially finishing as low as 10th. Which is an absolute disaster. And okay, we might get into the Champions League if we win the Europa League. I'm just going to move the camera down slightly. Oh, for goodness sake. Now we've got the issue of this. But okay, that's fine. It's moved down slightly. Bit of DIY from myself during the video. But nonetheless, we have got our first highlight here against Watford. All seems a bit disjointed this video does. I don't quite know why. But I'm sure we'll get into the hang of it now. Mkhitaryan to Guendouzi. Guendouzi to into Aubameyang. 1 touch, 2 touch. Oh, it's just over the bar. And that's something we've done a lot this season, you know. There's been a lot of chances that I've gone, wow, how is that not gone in? And there's been a lot of near misses, but at the same time, I suppose we are making the chance, which is brilliant. Lacazette, a bit of a weird pass back to Kolasinac, but I'm not going to moan because it means we keep possession. Guendouzi. Guendouzi to Mkhitaryan, to Mika. To Mo. Mo to Robben. Robben into the box again for Mkhitaryan. And the one who started the move, Mika, is the one on the end of it. The two wingers combine, and that is a nice goal from Henrik Mkhitaryan. So as you can see, Guendouzi, Mkhitaryan really starting the move with a nice pass to El Nino, and then a lovely chip to Robben. It was quite a big chip, I'd have to say, but Robben into the box, and a lovely header from Mkhitaryan to put it past the Watford goalkeeper, Ben Foster, into the back of the net. And that Watford squad looks quite scary, you know. It's quite a good squad, but amazingly, they only find themselves in 16th, so they could be going down, who knows. And it's going to be another season, actually. I was going to say, I didn't realise Cardiff was there, but obviously in the Premier League last time in real life, it was the first time for a number of years where all the clubs gone down weren't promoted clubs. And that could have happened, you know, that could still happen this time if Cardiff have a miraculous recovery in the last 5 or 6 games, but I can't quite see it. But nonetheless, it would be quite weird for 2 of the 3 clubs to go down. But I have to say, I think Fulham and Wolves in real life are most likely going to stay up, but top 6, as some Wolves fans are saying, I don't think so. And there is a bit of Wolves bashing on this series, I must admit. And you know, Wolves are a local club for me. I ought to be a bit more optimistic about them. But it does annoy me that fans are saying top 6, because I do remember back in the day when they were in the Premier League, and you know, they battled survival for a long time. And obviously now they've kind of admittedly got in due to money. It's not just good management at the end of the day. I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent. I will shut up in a minute. But at the end of the day, they've been in the Championship for years. They go and spend some money. You know, they've got the new Chinese owners in, who own Fossum, which is one of the most successful Chinese companies, full stop. So that's quite unbelievable in itself. And that's a good goal from Regano. I think that's his first one for the club. And they brought in some players, you know, the likes of Diego Jota from Atletico Madrid, Bonatini, Ruben Neves. Who else have they brought in? They've brought in a lot of players. Even Rui Patricio this summer. That just shows how crazy the Wolves camp is. But again, I know it's similar at Fulham. Ooh, that's a nasty one from Moeen Ali there. But I bet you guys are going, what the hell is he going on about? And I do apologise. I will shut up about the cricket. But, you know, a man, if he's recording this on a Sunday, does have sporting commitments. And that's just the way of life. But, you know, Wolves and Fulham, very much the same. Fair enough for them to get in there. But have they done it off their own bat? I don't know. But to any club these days, you know, you could argue, well, you're a Liverpool fan. You've bought Salah, Mane and Firmino. They haven't come through your academy. Yeah, that's a fair comment. But we're not going to debate it anymore. But we are having a good game here against Watford, you know. Other than me yapping and talking nonsense. To be fair, it's not nonsense. If you guys have an opinion on it, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a chat to you about it. But, you know, it's a good start here against Watford. And we're 2-0 up. And I don't see, especially if we can get a goal now on the edge of half-time, that'd be crucial. Lacazette to Mkhitaryan. He shoots and it's just off the post. It could be 4-0 here at half-time, seriously. And, you know, we're doing well. I wouldn't say that we're really under any challenge, I would say now. We are going to update the opposition instructions just to put a bit of pressure on the keeper. Because I found that in recent games we've done that and it doesn't hurt. You know, the keeper gets a bit pressured and he clears it to one of our players and it does create an opportunity, whether that go in or not. You know, the more opportunities. And if you don't buy a ticket, they say, you'll never win the raffle. Who says that on FIFA then? Another game, which I'm not going to bother buying this year. And it's just all lovely flowing today. You know, it's a lovely flowing conversation between me and you guys. In terms of FM19, I will talk about my FM19 plans soon, but I did pre-order the game a few weeks ago. Thanks as well to Golden FM, who I got a 10% discount code off. As you guys probably know, I'm the most stingy bugger in the whole of YouTube. So, you know, a discount code's also always nice. And I got the game for, I think it was $28.99, whereas it's about about £35 on Steam. So, about £7 off, because 2 Game was selling it off for about £32, £31 anyway. But I will be making content going into FM19. If you are new to the channel, again, subscribe for that, because it will be daily for the first few months. I'm not going to be able to keep that commitment up for massively long. But to be honest, I feel it might end up being a setup like this. And I think this setup of Monday, Wednesday, Friday has been good. It seems that you guys have been enjoying it. And I'm really happy about that, because there was a time where, you know, I wasn't doing FM content between about sort of March and really now. But I am getting back into the swing of it now, preparing for FM19. It seems you guys are enjoying it. The views are absolutely fantastic. And I'd just like to thank you all. And it's just really appreciated, honestly. It's seriously appreciated. Again, another tangent, and it will be fixed. It's just been a bit of a weird game. You know, it's been a bit of a weird recording. This side of the recording, it'll be fine when we get to the Greek game. But, you know, just a quick thing of you guys watching this video. You have to understand that at the end of the day, I don't earn any money off this. It'll be a dream to earn a bit of money off this, you know, someday, and it's a dream of mine to make this a full-time job, you know, at the end of the day. It'll be lovely, wouldn't it? But I don't do it for that. I do it because sometimes, you know, you might not see it sometimes in videos when I'm getting a bit brassed off, but just sometimes I do enjoy it. And, you know, you guys commenting, getting involved, and liking the video really helps. And if you guys are going, well, I don't really want to leave the comment, if you've got something ticking over in your brain that you think, yeah, I'll leave that as a comment, feel free. Because it might take me a week, and that's poor of me, but I will reply to every comment. Providing it's suitable, I might delete the odd comment that's a bit stupid, but there's nothing like good old-fashioned censorship. But that is going to be the end of that ramble, and the end of that weird talk. We have beat Watford 3-0, a nice, convincing match against Watford, and it's a good 3 points. And that is good stuff. And now we go all the way over to Greece to hopefully enjoy a good second leg win against PAOK. Few changes made then on the terms of fitness and the likes of injury risk. But it should be quite an easy game to win. I think this one should be a very weird formation, I have to say, from PAOK. You know, a 4-2-2-2. Now, obviously, the last second leg we played, we won 9-0. I'm not expecting quite that today, but you simply never know. We've made a few changes then. We've bought Ramsey and Torreira, and I think El Neni and Guendouzi played the last game. But also the other change is Welbeck in for Aubameyang. Again, it's just a bit of freshness, and to be honest, Aubameyang didn't play that well in the last match. But we are going to go attacking here, because we did go attacking in the second leg against Vorskla. And to be fair, even though PAOK are a lot better than Vorskla, I think if we can get a quick away goal, then that sort of settles the tie. I mean, if we can get 2 away goals, and I can imagine we will score 2 here. It'd be very unlikely for us to score twice, then it is pretty much game over. Because I don't see them scoring 4, but they've nearly just scored 1. And I'll tell you what, Akpom is a bit of a danger, so I think we are going to have to get some opposition instructions on him, you know, because he is a bit of a danger. We'll close down the goalkeeper, as again we've liked to do a bit recently. And I'd just like to talk a bit, actually, about our defensive record. We've been very good recently, obviously, apart from the few losses and draws we've had. You know, that match then we've won 3-0. We've had a lot more convincing games, I'd say, lately. Obviously, that 9-0 was definitely a convincing game. We've had a lot more convincing games. We've won by a good margin, and we haven't conceded. And again, if you don't concede, obviously, if you score, then you win. Well done, Michael Owen. But nonetheless, you know what I'm getting at. But they're through on goal. Leo Jabba. I don't know. Throw on goal, but he misses. It's just off the post. But let's see how the other teams get on. We're going to go on the latest scores, because will it show? Yes, it will show the aggregate, so that's fine. So Liverpool look like they're getting through quite easily. So do Chelsea. Burnley behind in their game. I'd love to see Burnley get to the last 8, because it'd have 4 English teams to the last 8. Obviously, that's if we get through, but I'm fairly sure we will. But no score update yet from Lazio. It's a very hard game, though, for Burnley against Lazio. Quite a nasty draw for them. You mind, they would probably been better with a team like this. But that's the way the draw goes sometimes. I mean, if you look at the FA Cup third round, we were drawn against Man City, and that's just at an early stage. So it just shows how, you know, unlucky you can get sometimes. Mkhitaryan on the ball, shoots, and it's in the back of the net. Lovely assist from Aaron Ramsey, and Mika is really coming to form. And, you know, in real life, I always thought that Mkhitaryan for Sanchez was a good move. And whilst perhaps on the game Sanchez might have performed better, I don't really think we can ask much more of Mkhitaryan. He's done very well. Torreira to Ramsey, put it to Mkhitaryan, and that was a lovely shot through the group of defenders. And that was a very nice finish, which I don't really think we can complain at. Again, no results out of anywhere yet. Victor Ruiz got a red card for Villarreal. So that's an interesting one. I'm guessing Leverkusen will get through, but they might follow our pattern of when someone gets sent off. It goes a bit disastrous. Interesting stuff from Lisbon. It's 2-2 on aggregate there. Betis obviously won their home leg 2-0. And in fact, it's 3-0 now to Sporting Lisbon. So that's very interesting. And nothing really going on. Milan and Chelsea are drawing, but Chelsea have got the 1-goal margin still. Actually, a good point about Chelsea. They've put... what's his name? Can't even think of his name. Marcos Alonso, the left-back. They've put him on the transfer list. And I did put some interest in him, you know, declare some interest. I think it was 20 million. Chelsea fans going, oh, we don't want him going there. But actually... I think 20 million for someone like Alonso is a bit of a bargain, you know. I think maybe Monreal will leave at the end of the year. So, Kolasinac is a good player, but it would be better at Kolasinac. And, you know, he's an attacking fullback, and he might meet the same sort of requirements that Bellerin does, which would make it quite interesting, you know, or overlapping fullbacks on. Wow, that would have been a good goal from Lacazette there. You know, overlapping fullbacks, the attacking... wingers pulling back a little bit. So that would be a little bit interesting to see what Alonso brought to the team. But Lacazette nearly makes it a second. Can he this time? He certainly can. Lacazette makes it a second. And again, they need 4 now just to send it to extra time. And to be honest, I'd say it's not all over, fair enough. But I would say it's all but over here in Greece. But, you know, they haven't done too badly. As I said before, they've scored 2 against us, which is pretty good to be honest. You know, Akpom getting both. Nice to see him doing well over in Greece. Pardon me, sorry. But Kolasinac to Torreira. Can we make it a third here? Torreira to Robin. A poor pass. It's gone to Crespo. That surely can't be the original. Is it Herman Crespo? The original Crespo. The Argentinian bloke, anyway. Robin. Decent pass to Mkhitaryan. Does get to it, but if it was better defending, then perhaps we would have struggled to get to it. Kolasinac into the box for Lacazette to Welbeck, and it's a free goal, and we've just gone 3-0 up. The goalkeeper seemed a bit puzzled there. I think he was thinking that it was going to be a shot from Lacazette, but he simply passed it over to Welbeck. I've just realised the lighting... it should be okay, the lighting should. But as we see, Ramsey put it to Kolasinac. Again, he's doing well, Kolasinac. Lacazette, yeah, he thought Lacazette was going to have a shot. That put him off a little bit, and that was decent from Welbeck. A nice goal from him. I don't think he scored for a bit, and... interesting development we've got at Dynamo Kiev and Liverpool. Dynamo Kiev have got a sending off. Liverpool are already 1-0 up. So again, I think that Liverpool will probably get through in their time. Ramsey. Good pass to Robin. Robin into the box. And the goalkeeper does gather possession. But to be honest, today they haven't had the same threat that they did before. We are going to make a few substitutions now just to retain some fitness. We've got to bring Lacazette off because I think that Lacazette has done a lot recently. He's been playing in pretty much every game, and sometimes when players are on form, you kind of forget to rest them a little bit. It's very hard to, but we've got 25 minutes now, in which, to be fair, we don't need him now, I wouldn't say, to score goals. And Aubameyang's a very good replacement, but it looks like that PAOK could get one back here. Let's have a look. So, Pelkas. Is it Pelkas? Yes, it was. Maurizio. Not Maurizio Riva-Bene. Akpom through on goal, and that was very nearly one back. But nice stuff from Leno to put it behind the back of the net. Still 25 minutes to go, though, here. Not everything over necessarily yet. Again, nothing at Burnley. That's a little bit unfortunate. If Burnley could get... No, Burnley need 2, don't they? Because Lazio got 2 at away from home at Turf Moor. So they need 2, really, in the next 15 minutes, which I doubt is going to come. It's a real shame for them. Oh, shame. We can't look. We've got to have a look at our own highlights. What a pity. We might see us score a goal. Well, if we do concede, I'll be a bit cheesed off. But nonetheless. Akpom to Maurizio. Maurizio through on goal. We should really be catching him. And, oh, that's a good shot from him there. Let's make us another sub, shall we? We'll bring Lichtsteiner on. Actually, we need to bring Regani off. But is Monreal good enough? Yeah, he's going to have to be good enough in centre-back. Let's have a look at these scores. Go a bit more in depth. So, Chelsea are going to get through. We're obviously going to get through, which is fine. Lisbon are going to get through. Sporting Lisbon. Chelsea, as I said before. Liverpool. I don't know how it works with Leverkusen and Villarreal. Actually, it will be Leverkusen that get through because they got the away goal. Looks like Burnley will get through. Looks like Lazio will get through. It looks like Hoffenheim will get through. So that's an interesting last 8, but not the strongest last 8 ever. Depending on our draw, will depend on how I feel about that. But I don't want either of the English sides because I think, to be honest, the 3 English sides left might well be the strongest 3 left in the competition, personally. So it might be interesting to see that. Robin, lovely shot, and it's back to number 7, Aubameyang, and that I think is going to be offside though, unfortunately. It was just off the post from Robin, so Aubameyang felt he may as well go in, but again, it was offside, so there's no real point of him doing that. But nonetheless, I think Burnley are going out, which is a real shame for them, but not really anything we have to worry about too much. As long as we're through, again, it was a pretty routine win. It's been here today. We've scored 6 so far, haven't conceded a single one. That's a pretty good episode from us, and that might be the 7th for Aubameyang. No, it's gone straight to the keeper, not the keeper, the keeper. We will watch, I think, quickly the Europa League draw. I'm just realising this might be a bit of a longer video than usual, so I apologise for that, folks. Me just yapping at the start probably didn't help. But nonetheless, we will watch the Europa League draw if we can get access to it straight away. See who we get, and then really I think our season's going to have to become quite focused around the Europa League. Because to be quite honest, we haven't really got much to play for in the league. We've got to be pretty lucky to get a top 4 place in the league. But I think we should get top 6, not quite easily, but we should get top 6 fairly securely, not easily, but I'd say securely, and then really the Europa League is our only way into the Champions League, I would say. But to be honest, I'm quite hopeful about next season, which I think I will do with Arsenal. I know I'm feeling good about Arsenal now. We did nearly get sacked, which usually happens with me every save, and once we get past that sacking point, well, if we remain at the club, it does help sometimes. If we remain at the club, then we do usually do well. So I think I will do a second season in charge of Arsenal. Burnley, Hoffenheim. Oh, Sevilla got a late winner, which meant that Hoffenheim were out. They were through to them as well. Lazio kept a goalless draw, which means they went through. The same applies to Villarreal. Leverkusen. Well, that was Villarreal's fault because Victor Ruiz got sent off. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Lisbon make up the rest of the hateful 8. And there we go. Someone's out in the cricket. Oh, we'll have a look at that in just a second. Where is the draw? When is the draw, more importantly? It doesn't say, does it? Surely it can't be this far out. Let's have a look quickly. Fixtures. That's what we want to schedule. So the draw is tomorrow. So we will fast forward to that point. I'm more than happy to fast forward to that point. Just to see who we have. Potentially it could be another return for Wenger to the Emirates if we get Liverpool, because of course that's where he is now. Seems very odd for him to be there, but nonetheless he is. And here we go. The quarter-final draw. 9 teams. Porto and Inter are still in as well, so that's quite a nasty one. Let's have a look how we get on. So first out the hats, it's Chelsea, and they will play Sporting Lisbon. We've avoided Chelsea, that's good. Now it's Arsenal. We've got Sevilla. I don't know how I feel about that. Sevilla is a decent draw. The only worry is we play at home first. I suppose that's better in some ways. Yeah, I'll accept that. So those ties against Sevilla will be played on the 5th of April and the 12th of April. Luckily, they are in pretty close proximity to the other matches. So we will play the Man United game off camera, and then we will play probably both Sevilla games. We've only got 5 Premier League games to go now, so I'll probably, apart from showing the last one against Chelsea, obviously depending on how we get on in the Europa League, we will show the 2 Europa League matches next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, folks. I have been TIJ. If you have enjoyed, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you enjoyed as well, and also, mate, leave a good old-fashioned like. At the same time, apologies if there wasn't an episode on Friday. I will try and continue the consistency of the series now through to FM19. But if you guys did enjoy that, make sure to leave a like. Let me know how you think we're going to get on against Sevilla in the next episode on Wednesday. And thank you very much for watching, folks. I've been TIJ, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday at 6 PM, or whenever you choose to watch another video. And of course, subscribe to the channel will make a massive difference. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I've been TIJ, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.